Okay, so today 20th, as I say, we are going to have the 3 classes online. We are going to recap right now chapter 2, what we have seen up to now. On Wednesday, we will finish the chapter, revise any questions you have, please make them. And on Friday, something, again, just a quick revision, and then you're going to have, on Friday, you have the questionnaire, okay? I received most of your writings. I received most of your writings. I will start revising today. I just disconnected myself during the weekend. Otherwise, it's too much. Okay, so I will start revising. If you haven't sent them yet, it's your chance because I will start revising them today. If you haven't done it yet, upload them during these first hours in the morning, please. Okay, very good. So let's see. I'm going to share with you right now a presentation. Okay, I want to put it in a full screen. And I'm going to share with you this presentation. Oh, Lord, I think I closed it. I'm going to show all the windows here. Okay, let me see. I didn't close it. No, it's here. Very good. Let me check. There's people in the meeting room. Admit Ana Paula. Okay, Ana Paula just came in. Let me check here. Very good. Okay, Ana Paula, welcome. Very good. Let's see. So we're going to go back, and we have seen so far in the novel, we are in chapter 2. Okay, this is the PowerPoint we are going to revise the whole week. So I will be adding information if something else happens. If there's another important event, if some other character appears, I'm going to add. Otherwise, this will help you for the questionnaire. So here, we already said that the new characters, one of them is Martha. She's very young, but she works for Mrs. Craven at the house, for Mrs. Medlock really in the house. That's what she says. And she has been appointed to take care of Mary. Now she's extremely kind, she's agreeable, she's nice, she smiles, and she's always talking about her mother. She adores her mother. She's also the one that gives Mary the first information about a secret garden, a locked door where there's no key to enter the garden. Okay, so that was our new first character here. Then we had the Robin, and I said Joel is coming in. So as I said, but you're coming in late. Okay, so the Robin is very important in the novel. He's also a lonely character. He's out of his his nest was made inside the garden, but he comes out because there's nothing inside. So he's looking for company. Remember that one of the themes of the novel is human companionship, and we will see this is very important for Mary when she starts to understand that there's something else than just having servants to tell what to do. So there's the Robin, which is a very nice character, and who will give her the clue of how to get the key and open the garden. Then we've met Ben Weatherstaff. Okay, he's grumpy. Do you remember Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Do you remember Grumpy? Doesn't his face look like his? Okay, so it's an elderly and irritable gardener at Misselwith Manor, and Mary meets him for the first time when she goes out for the first time outside the house. He's not very nice, and here they tell us, and remember this, that Yorkshire people tell what is in their minds. So they don't keep things for themselves. They just say what they feel. So remember that because it might be your questionnaire. Okay, very good. So despite, okay, no matter that he's so grumpy and like this, he does introduce Mary to the Robin. Let's say, this is my friend the Robin, and Mary meets him for the first time. Okay, so far those are the new characters plus Mrs. Medlock, who appeared at the end of chapter 1. So we know that she's a very strong, large, difficult woman red face, and she's in taking care. She's a headmistress of Misselthwaite Manor. She's not very nice, she's not very agreeable or kind with Mary, and we have seen that already at the end of chapter 1. So here I have placed, there are many movies that have been done on The Secret Garden. This is one of the recent ones. This is the one I have seen with my students and that we will watch, doesn't matter, we will watch it this way when we finish the novel. So this is one of the scenes. It's really one of 9 scenes, and Mary is in the house. Look how big these columns are. So by looking at this, we can infer, we can imagine that it's a big house. So she describes big shadowy walls, paintings of dogs, horses, and ladies, even in her room. What does she say about her room? Do you remember? Is it a children's room or not? Wake up. Anybody?
That it has a lot of colors.
Well, not really. What it says, it has a lot of paintings of dogs and horses and ladies, and it doesn't look like a child's room. Remember? Okay, so we move on, and then we have the other important event in the novel is that Martha appears, and she's nice, agreeable, chatty. Chatty, do you know what chatty is? Anybody?
No.
No, okay, it comes from the root word chat, to chat. We're chatting right now. Okay, we have a written chat. All WhatsApps are chats. It's a way of communication, short communication. So Martha speaks a lot. She chats. She's a chatty young lady with strong Yorkshire accent. We already know also another fact that Yorkshire people use a lot of their dialect. Okay, and then it says that Ben Weatherstaff has a very strong Yorkshire accent. Very good. And here, the other important event is the Robin that is presented to Mary. And here's the little Robin, very important character of the novel. And here we have Ben Weatherstaff. Remember, she said, why am I going to go out so gray and cold? And that's when Martha says, and what are you going to do inside? There's not much to do in here. Go outside, go outside. And that's when she tells her about the garden, just to get her to want to know what happened. So Mary meets Ben in the garden, and here's the scene where she meets him. So far, well, these are my wishes for you every time we finish our class: to take care, to be safe, to stay at home and be positive, okay? So this is the PowerPoint. If other things happen, if other events happen here, I will start adding them to this same PowerPoint. And here you can revise and study for the questionnaire on Friday, okay? Ariela is coming in. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. Hello, Ariela, how are you? Very good. So let's continue with our reading. Okay, we left off on page, let me go back. We left off on page 15. Okay, it was almost at the end when Ben Weatherstaff mentions Dickon. He's not in the scene yet. He doesn't appear yet. But both Martha and Ben have spoken about him, about Dickon, and they both talk about him and his relation with animals, okay? Which is very important. So here I'm going to need a Mary. Ariela, can you be Mary, please? Martha, okay, just wait a second. Martha, Emma, you're going to be Martha. So when Martha comes in, you're gonna read it. I am going to need a narrator. Emilio, could you please be the narrator? You have to be paying a lot of attention so that whenever you have to narrate, you're going to do it. Emilio, are you there? Emilio, are you there? Hey, mister. Okay, Sergio, could you do then the narration, please? I mean, Kevin. Kevin, can you do the narration, please? Somebody's chatting with profe, no tengo micrófono. Oh, why don't you have? You can use the one in the computer or in your cell phones or whatever. Then Joel, could you please be the narrator? Can you? Joel, can you do the narration, please? Joel. Sophia, can you do the narration, please? What, everybody doesn't have. Why don't you have micros? You can have them in the, use the ones in the computer. Sophia, could you please do the narration? Well, seems everybody's here, connected, but it's not working. Okay, so Emma and who else did I tell? Ariela. So Ariela, could you please begin? Do you know Deacon?
Yes.
Almost at the end of page 15, 3 lines before, it says, do you know Deacon?
Yes. Do you know Deacon?
Asked Mary. But just then, the robin flew away.
Oh, look, he's flown into the garden with no door. Please, Ben, how can I get into it?
Reinhard, could you please do Ben when it comes to it, please? Ben stops. Ben, wait,
where you are.
I'm beginning page 16. Okay, Ben stopped smiling and picked up his spade.
You can't, and that's that.
Continue.
It's not your business. Nobody can find the door. Run away and play, will you? I must get on with my work.
And he walked away. He did not even say goodbye. So everybody gets a little bit bothered when they talk about the secret garden. Okay, in the next few days, Mary spent almost all her time in the gardens. The fresh air from the moor made her hungry, and she was becoming stronger and healthier. One day, she noticed the robin again. He was on top of a wall singing to her. Mary?
Good morning. Isn't this fun? Come this way.
Mary began to laugh and she danced along beside him. Okay.
I know the secret garden and the other side of this wall.
She thought excitedly.
And the robin lives there. But where's the door?
That evening, she asked Martha to stay and talk to her beside the fire after supper. They could hear the wind blowing around the old house, but the room was warm and comfortable. Mary only had one idea in her head.
Tell me about the secret garden.
She said, Martha? That was Evie? Emma can't work it either. Ariana, could you please be Martha?
Well,
all right. On page... Okay, go.
Well, all right, miss, but we aren't supposed to talk about it. You know, it was Mr. Craven's favorite garden, and she and Mr. Craven used to take care of it themselves. They spent hours there, reading and talking. Very happy they were. They used the branch of an old tree as a seat. But one day when she was sitting on the branch, it broke, and she fell. She was very badly hurt, and the next day she died. That's why I hate the garden so much, and won't let any go in there.
Okay.
How sad.
Said Mary.
Poor Mr. Craven.
It was the first time that she had ever felt sorry for anyone. Look how important that is. Just then, as she was listening to the wind outside, she heard another noise in the house. Mary?
No, it's
No,
Martha.
no. No, she asked Martha.
Ah, yeah. Can you hear a child crying?
She asked Martha. Martha looked confused.
No.
She replied,
No, I think it must be the white.
the wind, okay? But at that moment, the wind blew open their door and they heard the crying very clearly. Mary?
I told you.
Cried Mary. At once, Martha shut the door. Martha?
It was the wine.
She repeated, but she did not speak in her usual natural way, and Mary did not believe her. Okay, so look, let's revise some things from these pages, okay? First, I want you to underline the word spade, which is up here on at the beginning of page 16, spade, okay? You are going to underline in page 16, almost at the end. Okay, 3 lines before
Teacher.
the end. Yes, dear?
Can you repeat the first word, please?
Spade. Spade, which is up here.
Ah,
Spade.
okay, thank you.
Okay, very good. And then we have the word here in page 16, almost at the end, hopped. Hopped. Do you know what to hop is? Hop. Do you, no, that's hope. And it's a good, I want to show you that. Yes, Ariela, maybe hop, hop,
Saltar.
saltar, okay, to jump. Have you seen the little birds? Birds don't walk like that. Birds jump, they hop, okay? Hop is like, jump is bigger than hopping. Hopping doesn't go that far, that way up. To hop is like, go like this, okay? Very good, so hopped. And then here, I know you know this word, but I want to revise it with you. On the second big paragraph, because you have lines here, on the third line, almost at the beginning, it says spent. Spent. And then I want to revise this here. Remember that authors, when they write, they have to put sounds. They have to make us imagine how the people, how the characters are speaking or what things are happening. So this expression, ERs, are, it's like those, when we don't know what to say, I would say, all those sounds. Well, she expresses that sound because Martha, when she's asked about the crying of a child, and she says, no, it's the wind. And she says, she doesn't know what to say at the beginning. So when you don't know what to say, you start using the mumbling. Do you know what mumble is? Do you know what mumble? M-U-M-B-L-E is? Mumble is cuando you speak, but you can understand. And you say, habla claro, estás ahí murmurando. Mumble, that's to mumble, okay? So, and that's the word, the 2 letters that the author places here to say that Martha didn't know how to answer, okay? So there's an expression here. She had ever felt sorry for anyone, okay? So she was never sorry for anyone. She didn't have any kind of real human relationship. Remember, her parents were very busy. They didn't take care of her. She had servants that obeyed. And now she comes here and she starts having another type of relationship with people. And she begins to care for something. She begins to feel sorry for the very first time when she knows that Mrs. Craven died in the garden. And that is why Mr. Craven is so sad and sent it to be closed forever. Okay? Are you getting into the novel now? Do you like it? Is it flowing now? Okay? So let's see some things I want to check from here, from these words. First, remember, do not pronounce the ED when you say, for example, supposed or used. Remember, you do not pronounce the ED at the end. You go once, used, not use it, okay? It's business. When you say it's not your business, No es tu problema. You don't have anything to do here, okay? That's when you're not your business. Es no traduzcan como no es tu negocio. Es una expresión, decir, no te metas, esto no te interesa, no es nada que te incumba, okay? Nada que te importe. That's not your business. So let's go and share here, and I want to check here some things. So, with the text, very good. So here I want to check the word hop. So we said that hop is kind of a synonym of jumping, but hopping, these short, small jumps, not those big as when you jump. What happens, it says here hop, and it's written like that. Do you remember in grammar that when you have a consonant, a vowel, and a consonant, you double the last consonant here? Do you remember? You have seen this rule. Do you listen to me? Guys.
Yes.
Okay, so let me see if I can use this. So when you have this here, okay, when you have consonant, vowel, consonant, you are going to double the last consonant. That is why it's hopped with a double P. It also is useful, these rules, when you make the ing, okay? You also do hopping would be with a double P. This is a general rule for you to remember. Now, there was one word that you mentioned. Okay, so let's stop this. And let's go back to text. And Sophia mentioned hope. Look, this is, oh, sorry, hope. See, this E makes the difference. This is the one that makes the difference from hop to hope. Okay? That is, thank you, Sophia, for reading it like that so that I can make the difference. And we also have spent. Okay, spent. What's to spend? Spent time outside. What does that mean? Anybody?
Como que pasar tiempo afuera.
Yes, very good. It's pasar tiempo, okay? To spend time is to be outside. She was, in this case, to be outside for a long time. How do you spell, now this is the past tense of which verb? How do you spell the present tense of spent?
With a D.
With a D. So could you spell it for me?
S-P-E-N-D.
Very good. So it's an irregular verb, right? Spent, spent, spent. That would be the conjugation of the verb to spend. Now, remember that one same word can have different meanings depending on the context of which you're using it. So spent in this time is pasar tiempo, but it's also gastar. I spent a lot of money. I used to spend a lot of money when we went out to malls, okay? We're not going there, so we are not spending money. So spent has different uses depending on the context on which you are using it, okay?
Yes.
So, very important. So these are called, when you have the same word and has different meanings, it's called a homograph. It means you write it the same way. A homophone is when it sounds the same way, but you spell it in a different way. Okay, I wanted to revise that with you, which is one of the things that why reading is important, a part of learning, and all the things we have seen about reading, how important it is. It's to learn grammar, because here you can see how words are spelled. Okay, you can listen to the words, and you can listen and how you pronounce them. You can see how they are used, how the verbs are used, when you use the present, when you use the past, when you use the perfect tenses. That is why it's so important to relate grammar with reading. Okay? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Derek, are you with me? Guys, start making questions. If you have questions, you don't understand something, okay, you can send a mail with a question if you don't want to do it here, or when we come in, you can place it in the chat and write the question, okay? Because anything that's not clear, then you will have trouble at the end of the chapter when we do the questionnaire. So remember, on Wednesday, we are going to finish it. We are going to listen to the audiobook. And then on Friday, we are going to have another quick revision of characters and events. And then you will have to develop your exercise on Friday, okay? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, guys, so
Yes.
that's it for today. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you on Wednesday, okay? Take care till then, be safe and stay at home, okay? Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye, bye,
Thank you.
bye. Thank you too. Goodbye. Bye-bye.